Hello and welcome to Girl That Book.
Man, look.
I'm Jelana, aka Lana, aka Virgo Girl.
I'm Dana.
I'm Malik.
And I'm the one. They call me go. You know what I'm saying?
Girl That Book, Man Look is your one-stop shop for Black romance book recaps with a twist.
Men do romance novels too.
Yeah. Each time we will be discussing some of your favorite books by your favorite authors. This week we will be covering my book, Cautious. So before we get started, what y'all drinking? God, I need a drink.
I'm drinking Moscato.
I might need a drink. I'm empty.
That's empty. You're not drinking anything.
I'm empty.
What does Pirates hat do? And
Dear Park, please sponsor us.
man, I
Please.
can't continue doing this with you like this, man. Bro, you
Sponsor us,
gotta
please.
drink some Kool-Aid or something.
Put your water in a wine glass or something.
You know
Get
what
your
I'm saying?
Slurpee back. Get your
Some
Slurpee back.
Kool-Aid or
Okay,
something.
okay.
Just pour some orange juice or something, bro. Something.
Acidic. Makes
Something
my
acidic.
reflux. I be coughing all this episode.
Some apple juice or something. Bro.
Yeah, some cranberry juice.
Why y'all hating on the non-alcoholic people? What you drinking, Otis? What are you drinking then, man? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking wine.
There you go. Thunderbird.
Hey, Night Train. Look, what's the word?
Thunderbird.
They're silly.
All right. Well,
Right.
everybody get prepared to be ambushed by ambushed by Dana. Bow, 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 bow.
Welcome and enjoy this ride. I tell you, we are still on Cautious, the Taylor Twins
Let me
series.
take you on a funky ride
Hey, okay, all right.
all around the world.
Dang, Otis.
Let me. Okay, come on, let's go.
Okay. But we're on book 2, and now we're doing chapters 6 through 11. Let's recap 1 through 5 really quick though. Chance is all over Imani. She's playing hard to get.
As she does.
She's playing hard to get, even
y'all do.
though there's just something about him she's feeling. He's never been the one to chase women, but this time it's different. She agrees to dinner with him only if he helps to clean up at the reception. And here we go. We got to keep going. We got to go now. So Imani was beat. She was beat. It had been a long day and she just finished cleaning up. She and Chance are sitting on the couch in the ballroom. Like her feet were hurting. She had heels on all day, so she's tired. So she says her feet are hurting and they were on fire. Yep, they were on fire. And so what she says is, gosh, my feet are on fire. And before she knows it, the man that he is, he picks up her feet and he starts rubbing them.
On some grown man shit.
Grown man shit.
Yeah.
That's grown man shit. He's like, let me rub your stinky feet. He starts rubbing them and she's, ooh, Chance. Ooh, that feels so good. And she's moaning and says, let me find out you're good for more than just sharing your public penis. Question. Just got a question. Why are men so comfortable sharing their public penis?
What?
I just have a question. I just have a question. It's just a
That's
question.
because those men make it public.
I don't like this question.
Like you don't like that
Hello.
question?
Why do y'all slang D all around town? In your
Amazon?
past, I know y'all don't do that now, but I know both.
She's
of
talking
y'all
about you men. She might be talking about like your friend of a friend of a friend or your cousin's cousin.
slang
Make
it.
sure it fits.
I mean, make it plain. Make it plain.
Slanging D. Why do you guys slang D?
Why it's got to be you guys though?
Because I know you
Guys.
guys have done it in the past. I know you guys
Oh.
don't do it now.
Oh
I know
no.
y'all are just slanging your D in one direction now, but at some time in your
What
life,
is-
y'all was like,
Oh Lord. Why you like,
Slinging it around, just throwing it.
throw that D, throw that D.
you know, the real talk. I think a lot of it is because we can. And unfortunately, that a lot of situations with relationships with women, they're looking for something, and then we're able to utilize that to get what we want for a time period, and you can keep moving on. So sometimes it's available. That's why we do it around town. I'm just talking about. You know, Amazon makes a lot of stops based on orders. If somebody orders something, it could go from stop to stop to stop. If there's no availability, you can't go nowhere.
But way before Amazon, you know, the post office does deliver.
Post office delivers on
So-
time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna just leave with that.
Yep. Licking stamps and everything.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you for that. That was thank you. So just a second.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As we proceed,
She's like, you got skills, but you've been practicing. You've been
Relieving-
practicing. And he's like, hell no, I don't do this with everybody. So I have a question. Why do men rub women's feet?
Like Naylor. It's a trick. I'm gonna give it. I must be. Is something in this water? 'Cause I'm telling a lot of secrets.
it's a trick.
It's a trick.
I'm gonna let
Okay.
I
Oda
feel like that gives a woman a comfort level
safety.
when you're touching her feet. That allows you to, you know what I'm saying, be able to talk to her and make her comfortable.
Mhm.
I just want somebody to rub my feet.
So if you go to the middle of the mall, they have these chairs
Yeah.
set up. It might cost you a little, it might cost you a lot, but it's gonna cost you. Like
Paul
they
Brookstone.
work-
Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming.
Christmas time.
Absolutely.
Right. Put on your list. Wish list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon, wish list.
Amazon. You heard what I
Yeah.
told you. Heard what I said about Amazon.
Somebody,
They
I didn't
always
say
deliver.
machine.
They always deliver.
Hey, the post
She
office.
said
delivers for you.
somebody.
Brookstone.
Somebody, not a
Listen.
machine.
Well, you know they got them new dolls.
Uh,
Now,
let's go back to machines. You want to go there?
Okay,
Do you want to talk
and-
about machines? Okay. All right.
So
let's
here we go.
keep moving.
So here we go. We gotta reel it back because we done. So he doesn't even do this shit, but he's trying because he wants to have a date with her. So he's gonna do anything it takes
he
to have a
can't.
date with her. So now I do have a question,
Oh,
and
no.
this is for y'all. Why do men do whatever
for
it
it.
takes to get the girl, but stop when they got the girl?
Whoa!
Just got a question.
Calm down, Virgo girl. The hell?
What? You mean to really? No, we don't do that. We don't.
I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I talk to the truth?
guys?
The truth. I need to talk to the truth.
I think those types of guys, they have the mentality of divide and conquer.
Mm. Preach, preacher.
Plain and simple. Divide and conquer, and they're done with it. They don't want to explore what could happen, 20, 30 years. I'm sorry, 20, 30 days. No, I said it right the first time. 20, 30 years after. I mean, that's just those guys.
So is it
Pardon?
dividing the legs and conquering the
quest.
Mhm.
Okay, but
Mhm.
okay, so let's just talk. I get that. But what if you're in the relationship and you stop doing the things that you did when you were chasing?
Right.
So it could be something that deterred him from continuously chasing, for him to stop chasing.
Such as?
Lack of attention.
Oh.
Love
I mean,
languages have
consistency is consistency. It doesn't matter what side of the fence, or it doesn't matter if male or female. Consistency is that. And each side wants consistency. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you are very right. Okay, so they're sitting in silence, and Chance began to work his hands towards her ankles, because remember, he was rubbing her feet, and then her calves, and finally worked his way up her dress to her thighs. As he rubbed her thighs, his fingers may have just swept across her sweet spot. It just might have kind of brushed across there. But I think it did because she purred. Right when she was about to say, you hear,
Let me get
hey,
that.
hey, is anybody in there?
What was she about to say? What was she
The
about to say?
maintenance man. She was about to say, huh?
You said, what was she about to say?
She was.
You said just what she was about to say.
She was about to say,
Let
me
yeah,
get
because
that.
he asked
Let
her
me
a
get
question. He asked her a question. You like that? And just when she was about to say something, the maintenance man comes in, just messes it all up. Chance doesn't want it to end this way. So he's like, hey, what you doing tonight? And she's like, because, he had to adjust his manhood and stuff, and her panties were all wet. And so she was like, I'm just going home, and I'm going to get in the bath, and, I'm just going to relax. Because she's saying, slow down, little cowpoke, because Imani Jr. was ready. She's always ready.
Imani Jr. You said that last episode. I love that. I like it.
Yeah, she was ready. And he is going home by himself. I mean,
wow.
He's interested in Imani, like he doesn't really understand it. Maybe it was the wedding, maybe because he turned 30, sometimes men grow up at a certain age. So maybe it was 30, all of that's happening.
Right.
Maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not quite sure, but he needs to get his shit together. That's what he's thinking. Like, I got to get my shit together. So, and I mean, fellas, tell me, does there come a certain time when you get a certain age where you're like, man, it's time. It's time. I got to stop playing. It's time.
Yeah. It is always a certain time. I mean, we always get to a point where.
Oh, this is shaking his head no.
Oh, I had my music playing in my ear. My bad. What happened?
You know what?
What happened?
You know what?
You heard
What
the
happened?
question.
No, I'm serious. I had my music playing. I'm gonna call you back. Okay. All right. What was the question now?
Niggas.
Clearly they don't grow up at certain ages. Thank you for answering our question. So Simone is now having a gift opening at her house. Simone is like, have you talked to Chance? And she's like, dude, ain't nobody worried about him and his very public penis. He walks in and says, stop referring to my dick as community dick. Like, you gonna stop. You gonna respect me. Like, you're gonna
That's
respect
only
me.
because she wanted some of it.
I
She
agree.
wants to know what that PP was about. PP
Yep.
I
meaning
agree.
public penis.
Mhm.
I mean, sometimes, again,
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Somebody
Come
almost,
on, preach.
Oh.
Preach.
Oh.
sometimes,
said something. Somebody almost said something.
Preach.
Continue.
good goodness, it almost came. Bloop.
Come
So
on.
sometimes women,
You said
Women.
sometimes I.
no,
Is that what you said
I
the
said
first
women.
time?
No, the first time I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I lost my spot.
Oh, okay. Just
Yeah.
checking.
Yes,
Oh.
that happened the first. I was like, where's my spot? Where's my spot? So
Lie.
yeah. So
Liars.
women they want it just as bad as the guy wants it. And again, if it's okay for the guy to just have public penis, why can't Imani Jr. explore? So I understand. I
Why
mean,
can't
we
Imani
understand.
have public punani?
What's all these gang
Yeah.
signs? What is this?
We understand where she's coming from, right, Jelana? We understand.
Cosign.
Yeah, funny.
Cosign.
He's like, you know what? Stop being negative. You got to. But while he's doing that, he done wrapped his arms around her waist. He's holding on to her. Simone is like, yeah, stop hating on my brother. I'm like, girl, anyway. Stop hating on my brother. He's turning over a new leaf. His whole
You
meter
smashed him once
is
or
way
twice.
down.
What?
His whole meter is way down. Like he's
That's-
trying to,
That's right. That's right.
You on his side now? Wow.
That's right.
No, Simone
That's
is
funny.
on his side.
Okay. Dana's on his side. Let's go.
Simone's on his side.
Thank you.
Dana.
So she's like, you know what? Why don't you guys finish the tour? Why don't y'all just go finish the tour? I've got some other guests to greet. So go ahead, walk around the house, enjoy. Well, while they're doing that, he scoops her up in his arms, carries her towards the spare room. Bedroom. Let me be clear. She's not, well, she is trying to get out like a little bit. She's trying to be like, no, stop, put me down, put me down, put me down. And he puts her and he sets her in the middle of the bed. And then
And that's probably exactly what she did.
Uh-huh.
she did what? No,
That
that's
right.
not what
Straddled the
happened.
fence.
He set her in the
That
middle of the
right
bed.
there.
So when you're in the middle of a
That
big
part.
bed, you're like, oh shoot, you're trying to gather yourself. But before she could gather herself, he climbs. I shouldn't say climbs. He crawled on top of her.
Tiger King.
He's like, girl, stop playing with me. And then he straddled her with all four. So he's like on her. Yeah, he's on her. And his breath smelled minty and the glare in his eyes. She was lost for words. So what did she do? She grabbed his neck, pulled him down to her lips. Her body, she had been craving this man for weeks. She was like, come here. Like, there's no questions. There's no nothing. I don't have time. Forget the foreplay stuff. We got to
Oh.
go.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
that-
because their bodies are fully clothed
Mhm.
and they are rocking back together, and the motion done caused immediate erection for him and a pool of moisture for her. I said,
Cocoa butter.
So he adjusted his body to her side and began moving down her thigh, and he started to ease up her sundress.
Oh, how about this?
He worked his way up by her black
That's-
lace panties.
Hold
There was
on.
an EAT in there, huh?
Yeah, I
Mo?
thought that she said it.
Yeah.
Come on
We're
now.
listening, Danny. Go ahead,
Come
Danny.
on now. Preacher.
Preach, huh?
He rubbed his hand over the crotch of her panties,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and he moaned. Not her.
Ooh, no.
He
Come
moaned.
on
I
now.
said,
Yeah.
oh,
Uh-huh.
shit. He's moaning?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little manly moan.
Yeah, he was like,
Ooh.
dang girl, you're wet, and placed a finger between the fold to caress her bud.
One or two.
I don't know.
I just need
Well,
clarity.
she said finger, so I'm
She
assuming
did say
one of them.
finger,
Oh, okay. Finger.
but that okay. So
But you know, her
You know,
mind
I-
was in
I don't
another
know.
world when it was happening to her, so
Yeah.
she
But
don't
she
know
had-
if it was
He's
one
like-
or two.
It's been a while.
it's
So it
yes.
might be
Exactly.
one. It might just
Yeah.
be one.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, girl, you are wet as.
A kitten.
And then there was a
Dishwashing
knock
machine.
at the door.
Oh,
Boom,
no.
boom, boom. They both jump.
Has to be
Chance
more
drops
close.
his head in her neck, but his hands is still between her legs. Yeah. Yep. He left it there. Yeah. Once
Mhm.
again, Saved by the Bell.
Ooh, now
She
okay.
moves his hands.
Who was saved by the bell at that point?
Imani, because remember, she was
'Cause he
trying not.
definitely was not.
No, listen, there's two people in this situation, Imani and Imani Jr. So listen,
Oh,
Mm.
Saved by the Bell, because she was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. Imani is like, yes, Junior is like, yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's go. Let's
we
go.
need that.
Yeah, she was like, we need that.
Yeah.
So, but she's like Saved by the Bell because remember, she knows what kind of man he is because she knows firsthand because her best friend was with him. So then we won't even get into if there's a girl code, if we won't get into that. Anyway, so they open the door. Simone is like, y'all is nasty. Like, you're nasty. I know what you're doing. We weren't doing anything. Really can't tell by all the lipstick smears and stuff. She was like, oh, geez. So I have a question. Would you be okay if
Mhm.
one of your friends or family
Mm.
smashed in your house during while people is all there?
See no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Right. Love where you can love.
I agree. Because I agree.
So is that, do you agree because that's happened? Is that happened? Let's talk about it.
Well,
Mm.
you got a testimony?
Yeah, study long, study wrong.
You got a testimony?
No, I was just trying to think.
You got a
Back.
testimony? You got a
Think back.
testimony? Sound like testimony to me.
No, I mean, I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
all had that happen.
No,
and
we're not.
so-
See, we stop right there.
This is
It
shot
wasn't
fired.
about we all. Oh, she rocking. She rocking. She rocking. She
Mm.
rocking.
Yeah.
Saying, I think we all have had that happen. You've experienced something, you were
The
somewhere
question
and
was directed to you, not we all.
absolutely
Yeah.
that has happened.
Okay.
That has happened.
I'm sorry about that.
Nothing. I'm just saying I wanted to share in that with y'all,
Somewhere.
with all of
Somewhere.
y'all to make it, but yes, it's happened. And I think they should have just let them be grown-ups and handle what they had to handle, but everybody wants to cock block. So anyway, his brother's like, dude, really in my house? And he's like, I don't know, but this girl got me acting some kind of way. Later that night, she's attracted to him and she's pretty much says to him, listen, we're attracted to each other. This ain't really gonna work. I can't go to dinner with you because I just can't. And he ain't heard nothing she said. Nothing. He's like, okay, so when we gonna go do dinner? And she's like, dude. So anyway, she's like, I was settling in Orlando. I'm trying to be happy. I just don't really have time for this. But I guess, everything happens for a reason because they start talking on a regular basis. She done started this job. She's happy at her job. She's telling her coworker all about this upcoming date. So she's so excited. And she's like, I just didn't think I'd be like this, but we'll see, we'll see what happens. And I mean, like their conversations every night are like high school. Like you hang up. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up. I know y'all experienced that before. Y'all haven't experienced the you hang up. No, you.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've all experienced that. We've all experienced that. He is totally digging her. And, you know, he
Hello?
just as he's ready to
Hello?
plan the perfect date, his brother
No, I'm
calls.
finna go. I'll talk to you later, all right? Nah, I ain't finna do that with you. That's what it be. Like, nah, I ain't finna do that.
So that's a hurt scar. That was the 1990 card because of 2020. No,
Mm.
I'm calling you back, nigga. Did you just hang up on me? I know you just didn't
No,
hang
you
up. I know you
hang up.
just didn't
No,
hang up.
you
I
hang up.
said
Oh,
good
hang
night.
up.
Mm.
Nah, we straight. Hang up. We gotta go.
My phone dead.
Wee hours of the night. You're still talking. Wee hours of the night. It's high school love. You still talking. Wee hours of the night. That's how what you did to get her. But we got to get to the. Anyway, his brother calls him and he's like, "Dude, why are you calling me? I knew this marriage shit was for the birds." He's like, "No, that's not it. I need you to talk to my wife because if you mess over her girl, we're gonna have a problem. And I need you to talk to her so I can get back to kicking it with my wife." You see, girls always
he ain't say
have
kicking
their
it.
friends back.
He ain't say kicking it. He ain't say kicking it. That wasn't what he was trying to do with his girl. Kicking it wasn't part of it.
They were on a honeymoon. So yes,
Yeah,
they're
he
gonna be
was.
banging, but he's he wants to go
He wasn't trying
see
to
the
kick
coconuts and shit. So yes, he's kicking it.
it.
He's kicking it. They ain't just in the room all night. She's pregnant. Anyway, so he's like, you just better reassure her that you're going to be right by her. So Simone gets on the line, and before he could say anything, she's like, let me help you with this date.
Mm.
She hooked him up with the blueprint to make sure that this is the perfect date and that he wins her over. If you want to know and see how this date went, you're just going to have to come back. You've just been ambushed by Dana.
So now we're going to move into this segment that is called the truth.
Hold on. I don't even like how you even did that. So now this is what we're going to do. We're going to give it to you like this. So at this stage in Chance's life, he's growing up. He wants to do better by a woman. He doesn't want to live the fast life sexually, relationship-wise. He wants to kind of be into a woman and see what she's really about. So it was more of how a lion conquers his prey, if you will. Some men, they're like lions. And when they're out in the jungle, they see something, they size it up, and they conquer it. And that's what he did with, as he called, Monty.
Yeah.
He saw her.
Preacher.
Did something to him, and he wanted that. And he wanted that. He wanted it bad. And he would go pull out all the stops, even though he had a little help. He wants to pull out all the stops so that he would make it right. And like I said before, he was growing up. So he wants to show a different side of himself instead of just banging everything, all of the easy ones. He liked the challenge of Imani.
That's right.
And he felt like he could conquer her.
That's right.
And that's the truth.
That's the
From
truth.
Malik and Otis.
Preacher.
Can I ask a question?
No.
Absolutely.
Yes, you can.
Wait,
I was
she was
saying.
talking to me. She wasn't talking to you.
Bible
Go.
said it's over.
Right. Go.
I have a question about, so say, I'm just wondering, like, when a man grows up, gets his grown man on. So what is it? Is it the woman that makes you be like, wait a minute? Like, what happens? What makes one woman, worth changing when you've been hoeing?
That is
Wow,
a
I like how you
good,
put that.
great question.
You want to take a leap?
Yeah, I'll take this one. I mean, you change because it's time to change, and you see something that you desire, and you want to put effort into. Some things you just get to a point where somebody feels you feel connected to. Like this is what I want, and when you want something, you will pursue it, and you will, as my brother's older say, you will become the chase now becomes focal. It's focused on that one gazelle, and I'm going after that gazelle, and I want that
That's the
gazelle.
gazelle I want.
That's all I want. I don't want all the other ones. I want that one right there with the horn. That's a little cricket. You know,
Yeah.
she got the right hooves. Her body
Mm-hmm.
is just is
The
plump.
left cheek a little misproportioned, but
Yeah,
the
but
right cheek is just right.
it's for me. It's for me.
Okay, but okay. So let
Oh,
me.
Oh, here we go with a butt. Mhm.
Well, no. So this is what I'm kind of trying to understand because
let's go.
so it's another scenario is like when a man is has a girlfriend, they have a
Mhm.
couple kids, they're together for 5-6 years. This girl wants to get married.
Mm.
He doesn't want to get married, right? She gets fed up with it and breaks up with him. He meets
Mhm.
somebody else and they get married within a year.
Mm.
What happens in that situation?
Maybe he just wasn't grown up at that time.
Right. And they weren't compatible.
Or maybe they weren't compatible, like
Right.
Malik said.
Right. And
Like maybe he wasn't. I mean, true story. Like it don't happen overnight.
Right. Right.
But sometimes it does. Like I've seen situations where a girl would be with this guy, give him babies, and just be, all I want now is you to, make me your wife.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And then his next relationship.
And then she broke up with him, right? Isn't
Okay.
that what you said in the first scenario?
Yeah.
You said she broke up with him.
She couldn't deal with it anymore. So she was like, I gotta let him go. He's not giving
She's
me what I
supposed
want.
to.
And then but then he's willing to marry somebody else within a year after this girl is putting on
Well, she broke up with him.
Uh-oh.
I got it. I got
No.
it.
Oh.
So
Go.
it really isn't even about him. It's about her. It's about the new girl and what the new girl wants. So the new girl must have, see, you only, you get what you allow people to do to you. So the one with the babies allowed that shit to happen because you just don't allow that shit to happen. The new girl was like, this is what I want. And if you can't give it to me, I'm moving around. So he knew she told him what she wanted. And he knew if I want to keep the girl, this is what I'm going to have to do. And that's 9 times out of 10 why they get into those situations and they get married right away.
Period.
Let's
Thank
go.
you for joining us for Girl That Book.
Man, look.
Come back next time if you want to hear more about the dang cautious. Come back for more cautious and more fun with us. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification, like, subscribe,
subscribe,
and
and
share.
share.
Hit the notification.